Welcome to Universe Mode. CM Punk is in the ring looking to address the fans, but wait a minute. Seth Freakin Rollins just took the microphone away from him and now it's on. A brawl between these two men. These two men that cannot stand one another and apparently have very similar movesets. They just went for the exact same move. We don't know why the hell there's a referee in the middle of the ring. Aja Smith is out here to do her diligence, for the next match, the number one contenders fatal five-way match that we have planned here tonight. See who will face Sasha Banks at SummerSlam. But this is not a planned match, a planned event for the show here tonight. Punk and Rollins are completely going into business for themselves and taking each other out before this match, before any match can ever begin, before the show can even begin. This has been building up for weeks and weeks. The animosity arguably years, the animosity between these two, Punk and Rollins. It is well noted. And now, wait a minute, CM Punk, oh my God! A powerbomb right onto the announce table. What the hell is CM Punk looking for under there? He has a football? Oh, he just threw a football right at Seth Rollins' head. What the hell is Punk doing out here, man? He was out here to address the universe, obviously, on what's been going on with him and Seth Freakin Rollins as of late. And everybody knows this is clear as day as what the hell's going on. It's pure jealousy. And now wait a minute, this is getting ugly before it's getting any better, but Rollins has that microphone. Rollins has that microphone right to the face of CM Punk. And now Rollins looking to cut a promo of his own, maybe. But wait a minute, CM Punk caught the boot this time. And now lighting up Seth Rollins in the middle of the ring. Went for a big roundhouse kick of sorts, but Rollins ducked. Like I said, this is not no scheduled match, folks. Rollins and CM Punk are completely just going to war in the center of the ring right now in front of this sold-out crowd here on Friday Night Smackdown. We knew that tensions were going to run this high heading into SummerSlam as Punk and Rollins refuse to be separated, always getting involved in each other's matches in the last few weeks. It's going to come down to a boiling point. You're going to have to settle this the good old-fashioned way in the center of that ring. Whether that happens at SummerSlam or whenever it does oh my goodness, Rollins just sent Punk shoulder first into those steel steps. And now wait a minute, Punk's still trying to fight off Seth Rollins here though. And now CM Punk grabbing a hold of Rollins, but Rollins having the answers to Punk so far. And now wait a minute. CM Punk just set Rollins face first into the announce table. And now, Rollins just set Punk shoulder first into the announce table. And now, just damaging that arm even more of CM Punk. You know he has that surgically repaired elbow when he first arrived back here on the scene in WWE, and believe me, Rollins is well aware of everything that Punk has gone throughout his entire career. As now he sends Rollins into those steps. Like I said, folks, this is just absolutely becoming a car crash of a feud between these two. As now look at this, Punk is joining the WWE Universe. Punk is going out in the crowd. The hell is this crazy SOB doing? Living it up with the crowd. Here comes Seth Rollins to join him. And it is on, folks. Rollins and CM Punk are going to war. In the center of the WWE Universe, CM Punk throwing some haymakers at Rollins and now sending a shot right into his face. And now Punk has a steel chair. Oh no, Punk has a steel chair. What the hell could he be planning to do with that? Oh, right on the face of Rollins. Might have just busted him wide open with that chair shot. And now, went for one to the back, but luckily Rollins got the reversal. And now a neck breaker out on that concrete. There is no protection out here amongst the WWE Universe. We expect most of our competitors to keep the action either in the ring or away from the fans. And now, wait a minute, Rollins just throws a steel chair right at the head of CM Punk, man. Like I said, there is a bunch of animosity between these two. And it might all come to a boiling point in Detroit. I mean, nothing has been made official. But as I said, at this point, there's only one way to solve this. You get these two in the center of that ring and let them duke it out. And now look at this. Oh my God, a chair right off the face. He's got a family, damn it. So does CM Punk, though. He's got a loving wife and a dog. Rollins has his wife Becky Lynch and their baby at home. But wait a minute, Seth Rollins looking to get the last laugh. A curb stomp on the concrete floor. Punk is out. Punk is out. Rollins just, man, he might have just ended CM Punk's career with that curb stomp onto the concrete. If this wasn't personal before, I really don't know how you get much more personal than that, folks. Anyways, we're going to have to try and switch gears here because holy, you know what, that was not the planned start to the show. We were supposed to open with this fatal 5-way women's #1 contender match. Who's facing Sasha Banks in Detroit is what we were supposed to find out. But, I mean, you saw as clear as day what had happened. CM Punk and Seth Freakin Rollins just cannot stand each other, cannot keep themselves away from one another. They want the same thing at the end of the day. They just want to hurt one another. And like I said, I say let them go at it. If Punk is even cleared to compete in 2 weeks' time at SummerSlam, he just got curb stomped on the concrete. We're talking about a man that's well into his 40s by now. Curb stomped on bare concrete. And I didn't get this checked very well, but I'm pretty sure Punk was bleeding after that affair as well, as Rollins was bleeding from that chair shot. Just an absolute, the difference, the complete opposite of you know, sportsmanship, of sports entertainment. That was just a fight. That was just a fight between two men that have bitter animosity towards one another. Punk and Rollins, that is. Man, I'm almost disgusted that we even had to open the show like that. I have to apologize, folks. I didn't even get to welcome you guys into another episode of Universe Mode on the JPG channel. The only excuse I really have is we're 2 weeks out from SummerSlam, folks. The tensions are a mile high, clearly. And, I mean, this match is just a testament to what, you know, what kind of season we're having here heading into SummerSlam as we get the return of the Queen, Charlotte Flair, tonight. We have not seen Charlotte Flair since she defeated that woman in the ring before, Bianca Belair, that being Jade Cargill in Cargill's debut match at WrestleMania. Charlotte Flair, you know there's championship aspirations involved. She has to throw her name in the hat. Charlotte Flair, a very decorated women's athlete here, not only in Universe Mode, but in all of WWE. Charlotte was a WWE Women's Champion for a number of months last year before Bianca Belair could finally take it off Charlotte Flair, and we all know how that worked out. You know, Belair get the Money in the Bank briefcase cashed in on her, courtesy of Saraya. And Belair has still been fighting and crawling and scratching to try and get that championship back ever since, even though Saraya doesn't even hold the gold anymore. Sasha Banks does, but Banks has a death grip on that very championship. Speaking of Sasha Banks, here comes one of her best friends in the business, Bayley. Imagine if Bayley wins this match, goes on to face Sasha Banks at SummerSlam. What a dream match for those two women it would be. They stole the show back on their NXT days on SummerSlam weekend. Who could ever forget NXT TakeOver Brooklyn? The main event, Bayley and Sasha Banks. What a barn burner that was. What a barn burner would be in Detroit if they run it back. I'd love to see any of these 5 women take on Sasha Banks. Tiffany Stratton included, because she was quite impressive last week in her non-title effort against the champ herself, Sasha Banks. Stratton could run it back with Sasha Banks in Detroit and really put a name for herself real quick here in Universe Mode if she is to defeat Sasha Banks. Stratton has already had a championship opportunity this past year in Puerto Rico, back when she was technically a Raw superstar. Becky Lynch defeated Tiffany Stratton that night, but Stratton is looking to get right back into the title picture if she can win this one. But like I said, this is an all-star studded cast of women that are fighting for that exact same spot as Bayley, Charlotte Flair, former NXT royalty there. Bianca Belair is in that conversation as well. Then you have newcomers like Jade Cargill, who hasn't gotten her singles opportunity against Sasha Banks. The only time she was in the ring with Sasha Banks was when Bianca Belair was right by Cargill's side in a triple threat match back at Clash at the Castle. And now look at this, Bianca Belair over the top rope with a tope con hilo, wiping out Charlotte Flair. Already this is awesome chants here from the crowd, and what do you expect when you got 5 of the absolute best in the world duking it out for the Women's World Championship opportunity at SummerSlam? And now Bayley's going to want to focus on, somebody in the middle of that ring, and Belair and Cargill have a target on Bayley's back. And look at this, Charlotte Flair looking to introduce some weapons, but Bayley said none of that. We've had enough of that at the start of the show. Baseball bats thrown, microphones used, footballs, I mean, you name it. They were just throwing everything but the kitchen sink at one another. An absolute, the less we talk about it, the better, I would say. But look at this, beautiful Saito suplex from Bayley. Let's move on to some actual professional wrestling, man. That's what we do here on the JPG channel. We don't do that brawl stuff. We do professional wrestling. We try and keep it as pieces as we really can. But at the end of the day, this is the most, competitive sport in all of history. So, it's going to, tensions are going to flare. Tempers will flare as well every now and then. But we might have more of the same after this match, because two absolute mammoths of human beings, Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed, two men that have been waiting to get on their hands on one another for a number of weeks now. Braun Strowman has definitely been waiting to get his hands on Bronson Reed after being the reason that Braun Strowman had to miss out on Money in the Bank in London after concussing Braun Strowman. Again, another heinous assault that led to him being dropped on his head on concrete. I just hate to see that. I hate seeing anybody get oh my goodness, Cargill with a huge spear. Not only that, I hate to see somebody get an opportunity like the Money in the Bank briefcase ripped away from them. Braun Strowman is not going to be in a happy mood when he comes out here tonight, folks. I wouldn't expect collar and elbow ties between those beasts. That'll be after this match. Kenny Omega's also here tonight in action, folks, going against a very thrilling Nathan Frazier with Axiom in his corner. And, of course, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, is in the building. And his opponent for tonight is none other than the Prince of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor. And with Gunther probably lurking somewhere in the background, Roman Reigns is going to be looking to make short order of the former Universal Champion Balor. But Balor has never been no pushover, and I don't think he's going to start tonight. Hell of a show we still have planned, folks, even with the little bit of a side... a little bit of the side quest, unwanted behavior from Punk and Rollins earlier. We still have a hell of a show planned for you folks. Don't go anywhere, as Bayley now in the center of the ring with Charlotte Flair, a woman that Bayley knows all too well, as she just drops an elbow right to the face of Bayley. And now Flair setting Tiffany Stratton off the ropes, but Belair comes at her with a spear. And now Bayley and Belair center of the ring. Obviously, these two women know each other as well. The Damage Control Bianca Belair days. Bayley out of harm's way now and throws herself at Tiffany Stratton. And Bayley and Belair right back at it. Belair sends Bayley into the corner, but oh my goodness, gets the elbow for her troubles, and a lariat lays out Belair. And now Charlotte Flair was going for something there, but Bayley again out of harm's way. And now sending shots right to the face of the Queen. And look at this exploder from Bayley. And now wait a minute, Belair looking to take advantage. Looking to take advantage of Bayley, but oh, look at this beautiful reversal. Does not realize that Stratton's there to break the fall. And Stratton and Bayley have had their run-ins in the past as well. You're going to have to keep your head on a swivel in a fatal 5-woman match like this, as Cargill brings in a sledgehammer, and oh, just right to the shot of her her rival Bianca Belair. These two women have been in competition for a number of months now. As I said, they were in that triple threat match at Clash of the Champions, Night of Champions. Sorry, I said Clash of the Castle earlier. It's supposed to say Night of the Champions. You don't pay me the big bucks for nothing. As now Bayley and Charlotte Flair once again back at it. Oh, look at this natural selection from Charlotte. Jade Cargill almost stole it and found herself in a match in Detroit. Charlotte going for the cover now after she hit natural selection. Only a 2 count. Watch here the right side because Cargill was going for Jaded, but Tiffany Stratton with that arm drag reversal out of it and sends Cargill flying to the outside. And now look at this. Charlotte Flair drives an elbow right to the face of Tiffany Stratton, and the Queen is taking out all comers. The freshest woman in this match because she hasn't wrestled since WrestleMania. Charlotte Flair probably got handpicked for this opportunity here. Imagine Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks go at it one more time at SummerSlam. Think of the rivalry between those two ladies as Cargill splits Bayley in half with a spear. Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks, you talk about one hell of a women's rivalry. The thing that reignited the women's professional wrestling game, if you ask me. What a hell in a cell match those women had all those years ago. Among other matches that they had in the past. As now Bayley looking to target Bianca Belair here. Oh, a beautiful takeover suplex. And now wait a minute. Now Stratton's getting involved. And here's one for you too, says Bayley. And now Bayley's going top rope. What does she have planned here? Shout out to the Macho Man. Huge elbow drop to the heart of the center of the universe. Right in the center of the universe. If you ask me, another rolling elbow from Charlotte. That could be it right there. Bayley could be stunned here. Bianca Belair does not realize it, but Bayley pops the shoulder. Bayley pops the shoulder, and this match will commence. That's like I said, a Fatal 5-woman match is anybody's ball game. I don't care if you've never been involved in a championship match like Tiffany Stratton besides this past month, or this past year's Backlash event. I don't care if you've been in the main event of WrestleMania like Bianca Belair. Anybody's ball game, man. As now Stratton taking it down to the ever so powerful Jade Cargill gets planted by a discus lair from Stratton. Could that be it right there? But Belair there to play spoiler once again. But Cargill actually popped the shoulder as well. And now Bayley's trying to get back involved in this match. Like I said, you have to watch your... And now, wait a minute, Belair. Cargill is going to want to really pay attention here because Bianca Belair just planted Stratton with a... Oh, look at this. Bayley was going for something there, but no water in the pool. Charlotte was trying to steal a victory, and so was Belair right now, but Charlotte now breaks the count. And now, look at this. Has Bianca Belair, natural selection from Charlotte to Belair this time. And now Bayley's going to want to get back up on her feet. Oh, that almost was it right there. I thought Charlotte Flair was going to Detroit. Bayley and Belair once again. It seems like these two women are destined to do forever. As now look at this, Cargill again playing spoiler though to this Bayley and Belair feud that will always, forever ignite. And now Bayley just throws herself right at Cargill. And now wait a minute. Oh, a big spear from the EST wipes out Bayley. And now Charlotte Flair right back at Belair. What a dream match that would be between these two women. And now, oh, takes out Bayley, but Tiffany Stratton with a drop kick to the face of Belair. And now could it be the SmackDown's resident princess finding herself in a rematch with Sasha Banks? And she goes right after the Queen. What a match this would be as well. Singles match, Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton. Two different generations of royalty. The Queen and the Princess just trying to take the Princess's head off, though. And she might have speared her in half. This could be it right here. Grabs a hold of the leg. Figure 8 leg lock, of course. Charlotte Flair's looking for it. Cargill is going to want to get back, or not get back in the ring. She's going to want to break that up. Oh, she just sent the baseball bat crashing into Bayley's face. And now, wait a minute. Cargill was going for something on Charlotte Flair, but Belair had other plans in mind. Beautiful blockbuster from Belair now. Bayley's trying to get up to her feet. All 5 of these women still in the ring, but wait a minute, EST, no, Bell, beautiful reversal from Bayley. Look at this, drop toe hold. And now wait a minute, beautiful Corvette. Roll up there, but no, Cargill again breaking it up. Bayley is pulling out all the stops here tonight, folks. And now wait a minute, shot to Charlotte Flair. Oh, a rose plant, right on the baseball bat. Stratton luckily was there to stop Bayley. That had to be it. I don't care if you're Charlotte Flair or not. She just rose planted her right onto that baseball bat. And now Bayley trying to keep all the heavy hitters, the real heavy hitters like Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair out of this match, because I mean she's well aware of what they're capable of. And now Stratton and Bayley going back and forth here. And now what the hell does Bayley have planned for Stratton? Oh, this is not going to be good here. Bayley and Stratton in a prone position, goes for a Hurricane Rana. Oh, Stratton hangs on. And now Charlotte Flair and Stratton right back to work with each other. And now just wailing away with that sledgehammer is Tiffany Stratton. Charlotte could be out here. Oh, gets dropped by that elbow once more. But Bayley now sending Charlotte Flair packing. Oh, and a shoulder first. And now what the hell does Bayley have planned here? Just running those ropes. Is Bayley trying to bide her time at this point? Trying to keep Belair, Charlotte from getting back into that ring. They have to be the 2 most dangerous people in this match, if not for Bayley. And now Belair and Cargill meet center of the ring once again. Alley-oop slam from Belair. Oh, and Bayley crashing into Tiffany Stratton there. Backpack stunner coming from the Queen. Oh, she gets leveled by a lariat by Bayley, though. And now, wait a minute. Watch out! Bayley to belly in the center of the ring to Belair. Stratton and Charlotte Flair do not realize that Bayley's going to steal it, but Belair kicks out again. And now Flair trying to keep Bayley out of this match, because clearly she's gone for the most falls in this match. Bayley really wants that match with her best friend Sasha Banks at the biggest party of the summer, as now Tiffany Stratton driving a sharp elbow into the face of Bayley there. Cargill stopped what she was doing momentarily, but that might have pissed Stratton off as she just ripped Cargill's shoulder out of her socket. A smack to the face, nothing pretty about it. Belair just answered that back with a lariat right to Tiffany Stratton. And now shot to Bianca Belair's face from Bayley. Bayley's trying to take on all comers here, but Charlotte Flair once again sending her into the corner. And now wait a minute, Bayley, second rope. Oh my goodness, what an uppercut. To Tiffany Stratton. And now wait a minute, going for the rose plant once again on Tiffany Stratton this time. Oh, and an elbow drop for good measure, but Cargill's right there. That might have been Bayley's best opportunity. And now wait a minute. Oh, this would be so disrespectful. Bianca Belair plants Jade Cargill with the Jaded. Is she going to get the job done with the Jaded? Is Belair going to Detroit? She is. Bianca Belair gets to run it back one more time with Sasha Banks. One hell of a fatal 5-way match. What a rub in the face of the dirt from Bianca Belair to plant Jade Cargill with her own damn finishing move nonetheless to get the job done here tonight. My goodness, Belair, like I said, she has been on an absolute redemption tour. She has been on a mission to get that championship back no matter what it takes, including apparently, completing the old cardinal sin in professional wrestling, stealing your opponent's finishing move. Wow, what a match. Congratulations to Bianca Belair. She finally gets to run it back with Sasha Banks. One-on-one in Detroit. Should be one hell of a match. And speaking of one hell of a match, folks, Strowman, Reed. Oh, boy. I'm not ready. I don't think the ring is in the shape that it should be for these two to get in the ring. Hopefully that they modified something under the ring here tonight. Hopefully they got a little bit spring in the step here tonight, because oh boy, is this about to be a car crash between these two monster of men. And here come the monster of all monsters. Braun Strowman finally cleared to compete once again, and you knew his first target would be the colossal Bronson Reed, a man that put him on the shelf for almost 3 weeks, a man that was the reason why Strowman missed out on a chance at the Money in the Bank briefcase once again. We've been a second-time Money in the Bank winner if he had won. Would have been a two-time Monster in the Bank. And Strowman's pissed, man. I would not want to mess with Braun Strowman if I was Bronson Reed. I mean, the only thing Reed has going for him is he's got the size comparison, I suppose. He doesn't have the height on Strowman, but man, use your size to your advantage, I suppose, because, man, Bronson Reed, man, I don't know, you pick some mighty big foes to tussle with here on Friday Night Smackdown. I don't know if the first person I'm getting into a fist fight with is Braun Strowman. That's all I'm saying. But, I mean, it didn't really just come out of nowhere either. Bronson Reed, again, similar to the CM Punk situation, jealous of the fact that Braun Strowman was advancing and he wasn't into the Money in the Bank ladder match, that being Bronson Reed. And he took matters into his own hands to ensure that neither him nor Braun Strowman would be involved in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And that's what set the pace for Seth Rollins to be in that last chance survival match where he defeated CM Punk and Carmelo Hayes to advance. And that's where the Punk and Rollins, situation started, at least, this year. But as I said, it's been well documented how badly those two hate each other. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting breaking news that those two men will indeed go to battle if CM Punk is medically cleared in 2 weeks in Detroit. Rollins Punk is official for SummerSlam. One hell of a match we're about to witness. I don't even know if there's going to be an actual wrestling match or these two are going to tear each other's heads off. Either way, I will be thoroughly entertained. As now, speaking of thoroughly entertained, Strowman and Bronson Reed are going at it in the center of the ring as well. This is an all-out car crash on Friday Night Smackdown as of late, as Strowman is trying to get his... Make sure... Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's not too many people that are going to match Bronson Reed's pure force. My God, what the hell was that? Not too many people are going to lift Bronson Reed off the ground by his head either. Strowman, are you absolutely insane, brother? And now grabs a hold of a little bit of a nerve hold or of some sort, trying to, cut off some of the blood circulating from Braun Strowman. I'm going to do that a lot because their names are so similar. From Bronson Reed's shoulder, but sends Strowman packing, does Reed. And now, wait a minute, Braun Strowman now kicking Bronson Reed out. And oh my goodness, Bronson Reed grabbing a hold of the leg. Look at this, Braun Strowman nearly found himself head first into that barricade, but nonetheless. Count of four, gonna want to watch the ref's discretion here. Strowman and Bronson Reed. Like I said, I didn't think this was going to be much of a wrestling match. And watch out, whoever the hell you are. Oh, my God. Braun Strowman alley-ooping Bronson Reed. A count of 8. Nah, Strowman don't want that count-out victory, brother. Strowman wants to beat the ever-living piss out of this guy. A man that cost him an opportunity at the Money in the Bank briefcase. And now look at this. Oh my God! You have got to be kidding me. A human being is not supposed to bend like that. And I don't think Braun Strowman's... Oh my... Thankfully for Bronson Reed's health and his family's well-being, he reversed it, but my God, Saito suplex. The colossal Bronson Reed has been unleashed here tonight, and now he goes after Braun Strowman. And oh my goodness gracious. These two are brawling in front of the crowd. Man, whoever got front row tickets tonight, you are getting one hell of a show. That's all I can really say, man. Count of 6. Count of 7 now. Braun Strowman just completely collided with Bronson Reed. A count of 8. These two are going to want to get back in the ring here, man. Bronson Reed gets back in the ring, and Strowman is there to meet him. You know what the hell is Braun Strowman doing? Oh! Wait a minute. Full head of steam from the meat train himself, Bronson Reed. Oh, but a huge drop kick from Strowman. These two are absolutely killing each other right now. And now wait a minute. Strowman looking to fire up the train here. What the hell does Braun Strowman have planned? Screaming at the crowd, man. That's absolutely just terrifying, and so is that. A deadlift German suplex. Count of 6. Strowman trying to take Bronson Reed over to that announce. No, please no. Please no. Get away from our announce table, please, for the love of God. And now wait a minute. Oh, a DDT right on the floor. DDT right on the floor, and now Strowman trying to find where the hell he's at. And now Strowman once again getting back in the ring as Bronson Reed. Wait a minute, just caught Strowman out of nowhere. That's the move that put Strowman on the shelf. That's the move that put Strowman on the shelf to get a big win here tonight. No! Strowman's still in the fight. Strowman is still in the fight. Bronson Reed cannot believe it, and a truck just ran him over. A truck just ran Bronson Reed over, and I don't think Strowman's done there yet. Has him up. Oh! And now Bronson Reed is in a world of trouble because here comes the monster of all monsters with that power slam. Gets a measure of revenge here tonight on Bronson Reed, but no! Reed's kicking out now. What the hell is going on tonight, folks? This is absolutely just a thing of unnatural occurrences here tonight between these two monsters. I mean, half of our ring is torn in half courtesy of these larger-than-life human beings. And Bronson Reed... Oh, again, a big drop kick from Braun Strowman. Strowman has had bad intentions with that announce table since the start of the match. And now look at this, a choke slam on the outside. My goodness gracious, somebody's going to want to get some kind of extra support out here because Braun Strowman is looking to take Bronson Reed to absolute limits. A count of 7 now for like the 3rd time in this match, but now Bronson Reed again trying to fight back. Count of 8. Again, Bronson Reed looks to get back in the ring. And now Braun Strowman, wait a minute. What the hell? My God! Holy shit! Bronson Reed, oh my God! Braun Strowman! An elbow drop off the apron! What the hell? What the hell? Braun Strowman's not done yet. No! Choke slam through the announce table. A choke slam through the announce table to Bronson Reed. Strowman, you are one. Not one big SOB. You are one crazy SOB. I don't think Bronson Reed is even conscious, man. I don't think he's even conscious at this point. Braun, no, what? What? You're kidding. You have to be joking me. Oh, Bronson Reed runs straight into Braun Strowman, and now big elbow drop from the... How the hell is Bronson Reed on his feet? He just got thrown to the outside of the ring, elbow drop by a man that's well over 400 pounds, and then choke slam through the announce table, and Bronson Reed is still in this fight, folks. I have no idea what to say right now. I really don't. Oh my goodness. And to have the strength to even lift Braun Strowman off his feet this late in the match. Bronson Reed is inhuman, man. That's the only way that I can really describe it at this point. Oh, but now Strowman and Bronson Reed going at each other. And again, Strowman runs right through Bronson Reed, and now again sending Bronson Reed to the outside of the floor. It seems like these guys do not want to adhere to the referee's rules in this match. I think they just want to completely destroy one another. As now Braun Strowman coming in hot. My goodness gracious. I cannot believe the war path that these two have been on towards one another as of late. And now wait a minute, what the hell does Braun Strowman have planned now? What is left of Bronson Reed? And now wait a minute, oh, right on the barricade this time. Right on the barricade this time. And now Strowman still calling Bronson Reed up to his feet. And now wait a minute, butterfly suplex on the outside. A count of 9, I believe it is already. This guy's going to get counted out. Count of 10. You got to be kidding me. No. I have to see a clear-cut winner between these two, man. What we just saw between these two monsters was absolutely unworldly. Holy you-know-what. Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed just destroyed one another, and we didn't even get a fair winner? Nah, run it back. Run it back. And throw the rules out the window, man. Run it back. That's all I gotta say. Run it back. We're gonna move away from the car crash of the monster mash, whatever we just had, and move a little bit quicker, quite literally, because Nathan Frazier is entering the ring with his tag team partner Axiom, because Nathan Frazier actually has a pretty big opportunity ahead of him tonight. He is in the ring with the United States champion, a man that has been showing some very different sides of him as of late, Kenny Omega, a man that has been still a valiant champion, but I don't know. I mean, just a few weeks ago, he accepted a count-out victory against Carmelo Hayes, and a match that I really thought, Hayes was going to be coming in as the underdog. Hayes held his own against Kenny Omega for the better part of that match. Kenny Omega, still proving to be a fighting champion. Last defense against MJF in London at Money in the Bank. And I'm told, in the spirit of how Kenny Omega even won that title to begin with last year at SummerSlam in an open challenge, that being of John Cena's, Kenny Omega is throwing out another one this year. That's right, folks. Kenny Omega is going to be in the center of the ring at SummerSlam, and somebody is going to answer an open challenge for the United States Championship in Detroit. Who that may be, I don't know, man. We just saw the Motor City Machine Guns debut on Monday Night Raw, if you guys missed that. So definitely go back to watch that one. If that doesn't tell you how unpredictable Universe Mode is on the JPG channel, I don't know what does. Obafemi just debuted last week, helping Swerve Strickland out. I don't know. It could be literally anybody from any company, anywhere around the world that answers Kenny Omega's open challenge, to be honest. But right now, this is a little bit of an open challenge of Frazier as he's trying to take it to Omega in his own right. Maybe Frazier will, look to run it back with Omega in Detroit if he can somehow pick up a victory against Kenny Omega. Look at this. Lightning speed from Nathan Frazier. This is what keeps him in the game for so long. Beautiful single leg drop kick. Everybody calls him the love child of AJ Styles and Seth Freakin Rollins, and you're about to figure out why. Oh, but Omega outsmarted Nathan Frazier that time. Oh, but he hits a super kick for his troubles. As Frazier, look at his wounds though. Omega's been definitely putting a beat down on this kid. And now Irish whip onto the ropes, and look at this. Oh, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, and that's how quickly Omega can change the tides of this match. United States champion Kenny Omega puts some respect on the cleaner's name, and now, oh no. Oh, went for the V trigger, but Frazier ducked. Frazier ducked to his testament. Oh my goodness gracious, but beautiful Northern Lights from Omega. Frazier is a talented guy, but he has a lot to learn in professional wrestling before he can, really hang in there with guys like Kenny Omega. And now look at this. No, you got me. Oh, a back suplex right on the apron. Oh, that's hard to watch. Like I said, this new version of Kenny Omega that we've been seeing these last few weeks, he's not a very nice guy. Maybe he's tired of being the nice guy. With his feud with Punk, he was pushed around a lot by Punk. He was beaten up a lot by Punk before their matches, but still came out victorious in both times that they fought. Now count of 7 is Omega trying to get Frazier. Oh no, come on man, no, not again, Omega. Not for the second time. What are you doing, Omega? You've got to be kidding me. And he called Frazier to his feet. For what? Look at this, dragon suplex on the floor. Might have just ended that young man's career at that point. I don't even know. Frazier hasn't moved. He was stirring, and then Kenny Omega was basically laughing at him on that turnbuckle. This is just sickening. Why do we even book this guy? You need to take this United States Championship off of his waist right now, because what the hell was that? That's the second time I've had to endure this bullshit. You gotta excuse my French, man, but Kenny Omega is really just starting to, I don't know, man. I'm just starting to ponder, does this guy even like professional wrestling anymore? He used to be the best bout machine. And now he just seems like he's got the title around his waist. Doesn't care about anything else besides that. What changed? Omega was, white hot in babyface mode in London against MJF. I don't know, maybe MJF rubbed on him a little too much or something, and now we got this dickish heel Kenny Omega version here on Friday Night Smackdown. I don't know, man, but you gotta stop doing that. Carmelo Hayes, Nathan Frazier, they deserve better. They're young, up-and-coming talents. They deserve a whole lot better than a cheap victory from Kenny Omega via countout. Just absolutely uncalled for. I'm gonna try and switch gears, folks, but because obviously the tribal chief Roman Reigns is here. He's in action. That's right. It's not a main event, or it is a main event. It's not a pay-per-view is what I'm saying. Not a premier live event. Roman Reigns is here on Friday Night SmackDown to compete on Friday Night SmackDown. You heard that here on the JPG channel, of course. Reigns out here doing his own work nowadays. I don't see no Paul Heyman, no Bloodline. Solo Sikoa and the new Bloodline of sorts, they're here on Friday Night SmackDown as well, so I don't exactly know what that means, but Roman Reigns is not even bothered to even come in contact with those boys. He's more focused on reclaiming championship gold. It seems a few weeks ago he got right into the face of the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. Roman Reigns making his return, the first time since WrestleMania in Tribal Combat with the with the Pride, that being Lashley and the Profits. And at that point, everything was good. Everything was as good as it could be with the Bloodline. It was Roman, it was Solo Sikoa, it was Jimmy Uso, all teaming together. You know, they kind of had a little bit of a problem with Jey Uso because he was starting to get a big head on over there on Monday Night Raw, and you know, start calling the main event Jey Uso and stuff. But I mean, ever since then, we haven't really seen much contact with the Bloodline and Jey Uso. Of course, Jimmy Uso, you know, the jealous brother that he is, of course, he had to get in Jey Uso's business over there on Monday Night Raw. But other than that, Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, none of these guys have come in contact with Jey Uso in a very long time, as a matter of fact. You have to date it all the way back to, like, I don't know, September of last year, the last time I seen Roman Reigns and Jey Uso even come in contact with one another. Maybe there's just different aspirations nowadays. You know, Jey Uso is trying to get the Intercontinental Championship back from his brother. As those two are, I'm sure, due for one more battle. I don't know if it's going to be in 2 weeks' time at Detroit or not. It's not confirmed. Hopefully it will get confirmed on our next episode of Monday Night Raw, folks. But, I mean, we already know a few matches that are confirmed. Kenny Omega throwing out the United States Championship Open Challenge to whoever the hell wants to answer that. And hopefully they don't find themselves on the outside of the ring, because they know Kenny Omega will take that victory 9 times out of 10, apparently. I do not want to see a United States Championship match end on a countout. I might throw my controller at the screen. I'm not sure, but we'll break a fourth wall real quick, because Omega's really starting to just get on my nerves with that, man. I want to see. Kenny Omega is one of the best professional wrestlers out there, man. You do not have to win by countouts. I promise you, man. You can get the job done. You've done the Tokyo Dome. You've been the AEW World Champion. You've been the TNA World Champion. You've done it all. Why are you taking count-out victories, man? I just don't understand it. And oh my God, the thing that Balor's not going to understand is where the hell he's at, because Roman just leveled him with a clothesline over the top rope. But as said, Kenny Omega will be throwing an open challenge out at SummerSlam. Whoever may answer, like I said, it's the JPG Universe Mode channel. Literally anybody could answer. Your guess is as good as mine, folks, really. Y'all can throw some guesses if you want in the comments. I wouldn't mind, but we'll have to find out when we get to Detroit, apparently. But that's confirmed. Of course, Bianca Belair gets to run it back with Sasha Banks after a very valiant victory here tonight in that Fatal 5-Way women's match that we saw that was supposed to technically open the show, but CM Punk and Seth Rollins had other words. And of course, if Punk is medically cleared by Detroit, then we will see him and we will see him and Seth Freakin Rollins go at it for the first time ever in the center of that ring in Detroit at SummerSlam. And one hell of a match that would be. Over on the Raw side this past Monday, Cody Rhodes finally getting back up on that mountaintop, or at least ever so closely to the mountaintop. And look at this, Balor with a huge splash, going for a cover. We'll talk about that in a second, because this could be a huge win for Balor. Throw some momentum off of Reigns. But what I was going to say is Cody Rhodes defeating AJ Styles 2 weeks ago, defeating Drew McIntyre this past week to become the #1 contender, and to finally get his revenge on Randy Orton in Detroit at the very event that Randy Orton took everything away from Cody Rhodes, that being the WWE Championship. That feel-good storybook ending that Cody's been searching for all his career. Oh, Balor might have just made a fatal mistake right there, going for a tope con hilo, and Roman completely suckering him in. And after the attack that Becky Lynch led on Io Sky, I'm told that the Raw GMs are all but made it official that Io Sky will indeed be taking on Becky Lynch when we get to Detroit for the WWE Women's Championship over there on Monday Night Raw. So the SummerSlam card is looking stacked, folks. That's all I can say. That is all I can say about that. It's a can't-miss show. Of course, next week on Monday Night Raw, we got the absolute star-studded triple threat tornado tag team match between the Motor City Machine Guns, the New Day, and DIY, and the winners will be facing the Blackpool Combat Club when we get to Detroit. I can't help but to pull for the Motor City Machine Guns because it's Detroit, man. What a storybook feel kind of moment that would be for the Motor City Machine Guns to be able to, you know, fight for the World Tag Team Championships in Detroit, their hometown, of course. Now Balor and Reigns really going at it here. And look at this, ducks the clothesline, big Pele kick from Balor. And Balor's trying to get himself back in the world title hunt. It's been a number of years since we've seen Balor even sniff championship gold here. He's kind of been strung up in the Judgment Day all these years. And speaking of the Judgment Day, that being Rhea Ripley over there on Monday Night Raw, the sole member of the Judgment Day that was drafted to Monday Night Raw. Every other member was drafted to Friday Night Smackdown. Where's Rhea stand with these two big women's title matches at SummerSlam? She is the Miss Money in the Bank, Mommy in the Bank, I should say before I get my head chopped off. Mommy in the Bank, Rhea Ripley, winning it in London for the first time ever in her first ever Money in the Bank ladder match nonetheless. Very impressive from the Eradicator, and definitely took her career and flipped it on its head tops because she was having a very rough start of the year, losing to Becky Lynch 2 times, once at WrestleMania and once in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions. And Balor's really been taking it to Roman Reigns here. Oh, and John Woo kick right to the chest. Perhaps the ring rust is settling in for Roman Reigns, and Balor is all over, but Reigns just dropped him out of nowhere with a Superman punch. I will eat my words. And Balor will eat a fist, too. Balor gets the shoulder. Balor gets the shoulder, but Reigns, oh boy. It's been a long time since we got to do this, folks. Ooh, oh no, Balor playing spoiler though. Not letting that spear happen just yet. And now Reigns kind of taking a little bit of a breather on the outside. Oh, what the hell is Balor got playing though? He wants Reigns up to his feet. Balor ain't playing no games, man. He wants to be in the world title hunt. Like I said, he doesn't want Roman Reigns having a death grip on another world championship. Oh, right shoulder first into the steel steps goes Reigns. Finn Balor wants to rule with the Judgment Day here on Friday Night Smackdown to become World Heavyweight Champion. And now wait a minute, full head of steam from Balor, sling blade, and I think the back of Roman's head might have hit that steel steps. And Balor again breaking the count. This is very unorthodox. I mean, without Paul Heyman, without the bloodline, Roman is, I don't want to say weaker, because I mean, he's the tribal chief still, but it just seems like a very different type of Roman Reigns that we were seeing, at least from this match. But like I said, he hasn't wrestled since WrestleMania. We don't see Roman Reigns wrestle very much. He's a hot commodity, of course, but he's more of an attraction nowadays than anything else, and he's earned that right, definitely. But, and now look at this, ducks again with the Pele kick out of nowhere. Balor caught him for a second time with that Pele kick. And now wait a minute, Balor going off the ropes, but was nowhere near Roman. Oh no. Oh, what an elbow right to the face. And Roman Reigns might have just woken up from that elbow by Balor. And here comes the tribal chief back into this match. And now shots to the face of Finn Balor from Reigns. Oh, wow. Holy, woo. Wow, that just busted Balor wide open. I think Reigns is done playing games, man. Oh. Balor, what the hell have you gotten yourself into, man? Roman Reigns is a pissed off tribal chief that is looking to reclaim his throne from the ring general, a man that has had a grips on that throne for a year plus, almost echoing Roman Reigns' championship reign when he held the title for so long. That's what Gunther seems to be doing now, and I don't think Reigns really respects that. I don't think he likes it either. Maybe that's why he's trying to be the one to finally take it off Gunther. Balor just got broken in half by a spear. That's got to be it. No, Balor gets the shoulder, though. Balor's still in the fight somehow. Roman Reigns cannot believe it, that's for sure. Hell, I can't believe it. Balor looks like he's been mauled. And now look at this. Oh, a jumping clothesline. Absolutely knocking Balor out, but Balor was playing a little possum there. Balor was playing a little possum there, and now kicks to the shin of Roman Reigns. Wait a minute, Balor now suddenly back into the equation. Went for a chop. Oh, Roman's blocked it, though. And now, oh my goodness, elbows right to the midsection of Reigns. Just firing everything he's got at Roman at this point. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. That was, yeah, we're a little tit for tat right now. Both men are busted open now. This is not something that I really anticipated in our main event, folks. But, hey, like I said, it is 2 weeks out from SummerSlam. Everybody is really bringing that competition up a notch nowadays. As now Balor trying to send Roman into that corner. And now, but Roman just caught him with a lariat and now just about to completely dump him with a body slam. Body slam to Balor to put Balor away. Count of 2. Balor again with the shoulder out. Again with the shoulder out. Reigns is, I don't know if he's second guessing himself at this point, but Balor's in a bad way now with that guillotine chokehold submission locked in. This is the Roman Reigns that I'm used to seeing, folks. That guillotine submission hold Roman Reigns won so many matches with at his start of his tribal chief reign. Balor's trying to fight out of here, but I don't know if there is a fight out of this guillotine submission hold. Balor's going to try, though, and he just enough gets out of it. I have no idea how. And now Balor, oh my God. Yeah, I said the old Roman is not this Roman. I might have lied, but a few weeks ago, it was Roman getting in Gunther's face. Now it is Gunther standing his ground and telling Roman Reigns who the hell runs things around here now. The ring general, Roman Reigns. Is this our main event for SummerSlam? I guess we'll have to find out next week, folks. Oh, what a stare down. Man, I cannot wait for SummerSlam if that's the match, that's for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for tonight's show. What an episode. That's all I can really say about that. One hell of an episode, just from Punk and Rollins, from Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed. Roman Reigns and Balor put on a banger at the end of the night, and Gunther standing his ground with a tribal chief. Who's gonna break? Who's gonna fold? If those two Goliath men, in terms of superstardom, collide at SummerSlam, I have no idea who wins that. We'll have to figure it out, I guess, and I'll see y'all on Monday.